on. Let's see.
What's next? Ooh, Star Wars.
Oh, Star Wars. That's right. Star Wars is next. That's why I couldn't remember it. I was dreading it. This is all you, man.
Okay.
No.
So yeah,
Obi
oh,
Wan had a new trailer, so I watched it. It was a thing, and now I'm gonna pass it over to Blood Axe.
yeah. So yeah, the Obi Wan series trailer came out, and we got a lot more than what we thought we were actually going to get with the series. Because one of the things that we're all kind of looking at is, what's going to be the premise? Is he going to stay on Tatooine? We know Hayden Christensen's being cast as Darth Vader, or at least in the series, but we don't know, is he going to be Vader? Is it going to be flashbacks with him running around during the Clone Wars, which I'm hoping for, or combination of both? One of the things that really kind of surprised me and piqued my interest was the incorporation of the Inquisitors. We also have a fifth brother, and I don't know if the other Inquisitor was a seventh sister or was she just a regular Inquisitor, but we got introduced to the Inquisitors in the Rebels TV series in the beginning, and then they kind of went away, and Thrawn replaced them as the kind of the top villains. And I don't know if they paused using them because they were going to use them in Kenobi, but the Inquisitors are actually hunting Jedi after Order 66. So it's really kind of curious how they're going to incorporate them. Are we going to see other Jedi? Is Obi Wan Kenobi going to leave Tatooine, which I don't think he should because he's supposed to be watching over Luke Skywalker. But we do see him traveling throughout the trailer. But I do think that the incorporation of the Inquisitors who are hunting the Jedi and Darth Vader knows Obi-Wan Kenobi is still alive should be interesting. But I do hope that they don't break the canon for A New Hope. If they have a conflict between Obi-Wan Kenobi and Vader, it's going to hurt a lot of hardcore fans' feelings, in my opinion. Because, I mean, there was the famous quote was, last time we met, I was a student, but now I'm the master. So you can't have another conflict and still keep canon with what George Lucas wrote in Star Wars New Hope. So, but
I was gonna say I'm gonna play stupid here, but then I realized no, I'm really just ignorant when it comes to this, so I don't have to play. Uh, so where are you getting the Inquisitors in this? I'm not big into Star Wars lore, so you're my Star Wars guy. So where are we getting this from?
So the Inquisitors they're not really Force users, but they are trained in lightsaber arts. And they're basically hunters of Jedi. Mm-hmm. So they were recruited and trained by the Empire to go hunt down the remaining Jedi that escaped Order 66. And if you've played oh gosh, Fallen Order, Jedi Fallen Order, you fight several of the Inquisitors, including the fifth brother and the seventh sister, and eventually the final villain, which I'm not going to spoil for anybody that hasn't played it, which I don't think is an appropriate villain for that game. So they are lightsaber wielding hunters of Jedi, and you see the fifth brother who has that weird, almost Raiden-like helmet, but made out of metal as opposed to straw. And you see another woman in black, which could be the seventh sister. I don't know. I looked her up on IMDb, and they didn't give her that title, but they did give the fifth brother his. There he is. Is that him? Go back. Yeah, he's in the background on the left, right there. That was the fifth brother. Go back. You see him on the left with that weird helmet on. So there was a better shot in the trailer, but that's the fifth brother, and you saw the first Inquisitor with that's him. He has a spinning double blade lightsaber like Darth Maul, but it actually will spin around in circles around the handle. He's should be probably the main villain, followed by the other Inquisitors that are doing his bidding. But with Hayden Christensen involved, either he's going to be Vader in this series, or they're going to be doing some flashbacks. And I'm hoping they do flashbacks with Obi-Wan as he's contemplating on Tatooine. There she is. That she's probably going to be the seventh sister, or some other Inquisitor. I don't know what title they're going to give
I
her.
don't know, dude. I will say, watching this, like I felt like they focused more on her than they did Obi-Wan. Um, he shows up in smaller bits, I think, or at least not as cool. Like a lot of her scenes in the trailer just look cool, and Obi-Wan, he's just walking around chilling, looking through some binoculars, you know.
Well,
But
she
this,
stands out because everyone's dressed in rags or
yeah,
ways to protect from sand and sun, and she's in all black.
like if I didn't know
Um,
the name of this trailer, I would think that she was the star, just because she stands out in this trailer more than anybody else does.
well, I mean, if they're going down the path of hunting Jedi and looking specifically for Obi-Wan, I mean, you would expect him to be in the background trying to blend in. And the fact that we see her on Tatooine, or what appears to be Tatooine, is interesting, because you would have think Vader would have recognized that whenever they were in A New Hope. But I don't know. I am curious how this goes. It's going to be, I think, 6 episodes on May 25th. So I will definitely watch it. And
Here's a
I
better shot of
may,
that dude with the bowl on his head, by the way. Like,
yeah, that's the fifth
I
brother.
like this city in the background though. It looks very cyberpunk.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Um, what I may do is actually do a weekly review, because unlike Boba Fett, which really, and it depends on this one too, Boba Fett just wasn't Boba Fett to me, and that was really hard for me to get into that series. But this one I'm excited for. Um, Compared to all the other ones, Andor, not really. The Acolyte, probably won't even watch it. But this one, again, you're going back to original trilogy character. It's going to be a fan favorite character. I hope they do him justice. But I am excited for this series, and especially with incorporation of characters that we've seen in anime, from the Rebel series coming to life. I am really excited about how they're wrapping up the Order 66 and what other Jedi are out there.
Cool. On a side note, if you watch, you're in the Jackson area. We are doing a competition next Sunday on our live stream. So be sure to join our live stream next Sunday if you're in Jackson, Mississippi, or you're willing to drive to Jackson, Mississippi to Vans Comic Cards and Games, because we're gonna work with them on giving away this really cool Overwatch statue that they have. We'll show some pictures of it next during the stream next week. And we're gonna have Travis from the comic shop join our show, so we'll probably have some comic book talk and all that next week. All right. Other than that, I guess I'm starting the podcast downloads back up. We've had some interest reappear on those. The numbers were dropping drastically last time I was there, so we had quit posting them up. But now that the interest is picking up again, we'll start doing the podcast version, so you can listen to it on your drive home. All right. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. Be sure to check out Dicejunkies.com for all the links everywhere we are. And podcast link is there. YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, Facebook, all that good stuff. And as every week, hope you enjoy.